All right, guys, today's a big video. My team and I have been working on something for 4 months now, and it's kind of the culmination of like the last 4 years here on the channel. And it's 95% done, but I was so excited that I wanted to share it anyways. But before I reveal what it is, I wanted to take you through a little bit of history of what we've done here on YamiNoob and why we've made these changes. Let's take a trip down YamiNoob memory lane, shall we? So, I launched the very first giveaway motorcycle in October of 2018 on a Patreon page. It was a totally unproven concept. My channel was relatively small at the time, and I didn't know if it was gonna work, so I kind of just yeeted a lot of my savings and hoped that it would turn into growth and opportunity, which it eventually did. The famous Hentai Hornet now, which has been given away twice, wasn't exactly a first success, but then the next bikes after that were very big successes. We had the FZ07, an R3, an SV650, a KTM RC390, and things were going pretty well. However, I started noticing that there were some issues with Patreon, and I kind of wanted to diversify what I was doing. So in mid of 2019, I built a Shopify webpage called the merch.yaminoob.co. That was based on a subdomain that I already had, and I thought it would be a great way to add additional entries for people to get entered to win the bikes that wasn't just a membership-based thing on Patreon. So I opened it up to allow for t-shirt sales, hats, and those sort of things. I worked with a drop shipper for print on demand, and it went pretty smoothly. It was pretty cool that I was able to set that all up myself, and I didn't need to contact any developers. I started taking a look at what was happening on Patreon, and a lot of people were getting their accounts deactivated. Patreon's fees are about 10% of your net income. And so in November of 2019, I activated some developers, and we built the first yaminoob.co website. It was a membership website similar to what we were doing on Patreon, but with a lot more added features. We had the ability to see your entries and the bikes we were giving away, and we started segmenting them out in terms of multiple sweepstakes in 2020. So in 2020, we started adding a bunch of features. We started the expert bike giveaway, the intermediate bike giveaway. We started segmenting out the bikes so that you didn't just have any chance to win any bike you wanted to. It was a little more organized. We added the Twisted Road discount, the member meetup feature, and things were going pretty well. In early 2021, we identified an opportunity to become an e-commerce store. We did a lot of research and took a look at everything and found out that it would be a really cool opportunity for the channel to start selling things like helmets, gear, tires, parts, and accessories, gloves, jackets, and those sorts of things. So in May of 2021, we launched the shop.yaminoob.co, which was also a Shopify page. But at this point, we had yaminoob.co, merch.yaminoob.co, and shop.yaminoob.co. We had 3 different websites, and it was a really confusing experience for people. Actually, an employee that used to work here internally used to say that it was like, this is really confusing. There's 3 different points of entry into this whole rigmarole. So in 2021, I already started thinking about like, one day we're gonna have to like kind of unify this whole experience, but in 2022, we had a ton of growth. We had a ton of growth in 2022, and we hired on a lot of e-commerce specific folks, had everything kind of lined up. We had crazy amounts of growth, so much so that we had to focus on that and the fires that happened with that versus trying to get a unified experience. And so at the end of 2022, once it was kind of the colder season and we started seeing other opportunities of what we should be doing, the cold season for motorcycling is often a time where you can kind of evaluate what happened in the crazy warm season, and then you can start looking at what you can do for next year. Because viewership kind of goes down in the cold season, people kind of forget that motorcycles exist, so it's a great time to kind of take a look at everything you're doing and kind of come back to base. And in April of 2023, after so much work. Guys, so much happened behind the scenes here that I can't even get into the nitty-gritties, but making everything into one unified, cohesive experience was incredibly challenging, took a ton of time, took a ton of energy, and we took a ton of developer resources to make it happen. But I'm happy to say that now there is one website, yaminoob.co, that contains everything that we do here. And I'm so excited about it that I actually want to jump over to the podcasting room and show you guys in real time. Let's go check out the new website. All right, guys, here we are, yaminoob.co.
a unified squid experience. Merch, shop, and the membership website are all one thing now. All you got to do is go to yammynoob.co and you can check out everything you need to check out, which is super cool. So this started life as our Shopify page selling our e-commerce stuff. So we still have all of our helmets, jackets, gloves, boots. We actually sell tires, brake pads, oils, all kinds of great stuff too. And, you can still come here and shop. And we also have reputable brands like Revit, Alpine Stars, Dainese, some really great stuff. And, what's cool about it now is if you want, for example, you can add to cart, right? If you have a gloss black helmet, the SS900, one of the best ones we sell, super entry-level priced. You want to select the sweepstakes down there because it's all lined up now and it'll all show up. You'll add this to the cart. And then check this out. When you're viewing the cart, you'll get a prompt to say, hey, become a member and you'll get 10% off today. So that's already linked up, which is really cool. And so if you add that right there, you're already going to save $11 right here off of this helmet. And that's why the giveaway membership kind of starts paying for itself. If you sign up as a member, the best thing you can do is run your purchases through yammynoob.co and you'll get up all your entries as well. So let me show you guys the giveaways page now too. For non-members, you actually can see all the bikes very clearly. Before, this was really kind of difficult to find for some reason, but now it's super clear. You go on the site, you click giveaways, you can check out everything we have, all the different bikes we're giving away, the time frame on them, the official rules, which I really recommend you guys read because there's lots of great stuff in there. And it's just such a great experience. I want to show you guys here, when you click Become a Member, you can see all the perks and then our best bundles, all that good stuff, the current giveaways, what's going on with them. But I wanted to show you guys that it's actually a little bit different when you're a member and you can see your dashboard. Let me show you guys that really quick. So here we have, once you're logged in, this is a dummy account that we keep to kind of just check on things and for demonstration purposes. You can see what your subscription is, your payment information. You can cancel your subscription. You got your order history. You can hit up on the Discord of the Twisted Road, 10% off. And I'll show you guys here, the Discord server is very fun. I had them say hi to YouTube here a little while ago. And, this is a very active environment. I'm on here every single day, pretty much. I'm always chatting with people. So if you do want to hang out with me, this is the best way to do it. If you want to ask me a question, there's literally an Ask Yam channel right over here. And it's just a really, really, I think, super fun experience for any kind of motorcyclist and all that stuff. So going back to here, when you look on the giveaways page, now you're going to see something a little bit different. You're going to see your monthly entry progress. And this is something that I really want people to understand. And I hope that you've made it this far in the video because you actually have a very good chance of winning a motorcycle if you play this game correctly. The lawyers don't want me to tell you the odds. I can't sit here and say, oh, you have a 1 in 1,000 chance as an example. That is not the case. I'm not going to give you guys the odds because that's not kosher with the rules. But look at it this way. The the H2, the Kawasaki H2 that we're giving away, that's the expert level giveaway. We're running the sweepstakes for 6 months. That means you can get 6,000 entries total. And guys, I'll tell you right now, hardly anyone gets all the max entries, which is a damn shame because those people who had max entries and those people who have more entries, they are way better off than the people who get the 100 or 200 entries. I'll just put it that way. So if you play the game and you rack up your entries month over month, you can really have a pretty awesome chance of winning a motorcycle. I highly recommend that if you do become a member, check out all the official rules. We spent a lot of time with the lawyers and everything, really getting that buttoned up. It is 100% kosher, so check out all the official rules and get your chances entered to win. But this is one of the coolest things about this is, like I said, it's all in one experience. So I can literally jump over from there. And then if I want to check out, one of the cool Yammynoob shirts, for example, I can do that. And if I want to come back to giveaways, I can do that too. I can install my Windows updates as well. So this is a really cool part of it. And I mentioned to you guys at the top of the show that we had this at about 95% done. The last 5% that we're finishing is actually the entries multipliers as an automated system. So right now, because nothing was unified, if we ran a 3x, 5x, 10x promotion, they typically wouldn't show up in your account. We had to actually manually get people to add those in, and it's always a little bit messy, but at the end of April, we'll have the ability to do that automatically. So if you do get your entries in during a promotional period, you will see that multiplier reflected immediately in your dashboard, which is going to be super cool. I am beyond the moon thrilled with this, super happy with this. The team did such a good job. All the style elements are all correct now. All of the text, all of everything else. This landing page just looks amazing. The homepage looks awesome. I mean, you got this little Aprilia looking great here. I'm just super, super happy with this website. And like I said, that membership will pay for itself over time. We sell stuff like tires, brake pads, oil, chains. If you become a Yami Noob member, you'll not only get the chance to win all these amazing bikes, 10% off on your purchases, the Discord access, Twisted Road rentals, all that good stuff, but I guarantee you the membership is going to pay for itself within 2 months if you're an avid motorcyclist. So I highly recommend you guys go and check that out. But I wanted to run one last little bit of news for you guys.
All right, guys, so if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much. The last bit of news I have for you is that I love you. If you sign up on the website, you become a member, if you watch my videos, if you like anything of what we do here, I really appreciate the support. Really, I do. I couldn't do any of this without all of the awesome people who have bought from our store, become members, watched our videos. It is deeply humbling when I really think about how many people have chosen to support the crazy rigmarole that we do here. So honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everybody who checks out all these videos, checks out the cool stuff we do. I'm always gonna be trying to up the ante, to entertain you guys, to educate you guys, to explain it to you guys, and to become a better motorcyclist myself too. The process of learning never stops, and I'm always trying to become better as well. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I truly do appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Brother, only one thing to say to you today. While we sit here, taking a knee, it's a special moment, me and you hanging out here, do it. I don't even got to tell you what to do. You already know what to do. You've made it to the end of the video. You got the time. I know you're sitting there. You want to make sure that you can keep watching yourself some Yami Noob. So what you want to do, just click that video right over here. Do it.